Hey y'all, I'm Alexandra.
And in this video,
We are biking 326 miles on the Ohio to Erie Trail from the Ohio River in Cincinnati
to Lake Erie in Cleveland.
And it's my first ever solo bikepacking trip and only my second bikepacking trip ever. So we'll see what happens. Let's go. It is tradition on the OTET to dip your rear wheel in the Ohio River at the start, and then dip your front wheel in Lake Erie to mark the end of your journey and thus making sure you truly traveled the entire length of Ohio. Let me tell y'all, I am so excited to be out of Cincinnati. Well, out of Cincinnati, like the busy city part of Cincinnati. It's always like the logistical nonsense that's like the most stressful part of any sort of trip like this. And I'm just so excited to be biking. I just feel like it's like my anxiety is just like melting away. So I'm just like not worrying about camping or all the other logistical nonsense. I'm just trying to enjoy it. There's something like especially intimidating about biking in between a golf course on one side and an airport on the other side. Like, so many things could go wrong and not in my favor. So we're 22.6 miles in. I just had like the lunch of champions of a honey stinger and a generic protein bar. Feeling good. I definitely have some complaints brewing, but I will not bother you with my complaints. I think I'm averaging like 8 miles an hour, which is fine. I'm not in any hurry. I mean, I do want to get to my campsite before dark. That's really the only thing I'm kind of concerned about. But I kind of feel like whatever is going to happen is going to happen. I cannot stress to you though, like how beautiful of a day it is. I'm so happy I chose this week to do this trip. It like could not be more perfect. Okay, but I think it's time to head out. I'm leaving Loveland. It was like the cutest little trail town you could ever imagine. It's so adorable. I wish I could have stayed longer. One of the beautiful things about the OTET is that there's a really strong community here. Local cyclists passing by had been telling me good luck or have fun all day, obviously because it's apparent by my big old bags that I'm bike packing. I had a nice chat with a group of guys at the coffee shop who stopped me after seeing my bike, and they all had their own tales to tell about the OTET. Of course, their number one word of warning was to mentally prepare for Columbus to be unpleasant, let's say. We'll get to that tomorrow. We are at the 10 miles left mark. Hallelujah. I'm definitely at the point that always comes of like, I don't want to be on the bike anymore. How like, this has not been like the most comfortable 50 miles. It's making me pretty anxious about the prospects of doing my first ever century tomorrow with loaded packs. I just have to tell myself like, you're gonna get it done. You're gonna do it. You don't really have much of a choice. I'm gonna knock out these last 10. Just had to take a minute here. It's so pretty. And like the crowds, if you could call it that, have totally dissipated out here. Like barely anyone. Bottles are filled, should last me till tomorrow. And it's basically a race against the sun at this point, so I have enough time and daylight to set my tent and stuff before it gets too dark. gonna be honest with y'all, I don't love it. I'm like right on a main road, and I just feel like everyone passing by right now can like suss out the situation, see that I'm here by myself. The kind of thing I try to avoid like the plague. But I'm here now, and it's sunset, and I don't really feel like I have much of a choice. So I'm going to camp here. It will be fine. It's time to set up. I'm just really sick of like feeling like I have to be so paranoid all the time. It just sucks. Is your honest rant of the day. Like, it's such a beautiful day, and it'll be a fine night. It's just like I cannot have that level of peace. And I don't know, I'm just so exhausted from the day. And again, it was a beautiful day. Like, I had such an amazing time. But I just want to be able to, like, not think. Like, I would love to be able to shut my mind off. But I can't. I can never do that. Anyway. Tent set up. And I'm sitting behind it, so the cars passing can't really see me. And I'm going to make dinner. That'll be it. It was really a great day. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm just, like, kind of in a bad mood now because I'm stressed about this campsite, and I'm really tired, and I'm stressed about tomorrow too. I have to ride my first ever century and then some, and I'm racing the daylight, and I'm already sore from today. It's an adventure. I gotta remind myself of that. It's an adventure.
That's a wrap. Day one. Good night. Good morning.
Riding through the quiet, soft, pink dawn is such a beautiful way to start this day. I feel like I'm in love with biking all over again. Just me and the geese, and all we have to do today is keep moving forward. I'm arriving in Xenia, where 4 major bike paths converge. I'll have to watch my GPS closely as I'm leaving, but until then, I stop at a lovely community coffee shop and get some much-needed fuel for the long day ahead. Time to get back on the trail. Woo!
Tethered up inside of you and me.
31 miles in, so that means like 74 to go. Ooh, it's like 11:30, so we're rocking and rolling. God damn, it's beautiful out here. This is like, we've been going through like farmland, very rural. It's so beautiful. The wind is really picking up, but it's not really a headwind. And I just did a good stretch and ate some honey stingers, get some sugar in me, and ready to go. Ready to go.
Take me home Don't let go. There ain't no, let's let go.
I was on the roads for a little bit, going through London, Ohio. So I put on my little safety vest. Safety before fashion, that's what I always say.
There ain't no love like ours.
It's actually kind of nice to have a little bit of gravel to shake things up. We're halfway through the day, guys. Woo!
So I'm entering the southern end of the Columbus area, and I'm just thinking about how much I was warned about this city while I prepared for this trip. The Columbus area seems to be everyone's least favorite part of the trail by a long shot.
I love bikepacking because of all of the nature. It's Columbus. Whew. Okay, y'all. I am hot and just like exhausted, like mentally faltering, I would say. Coming into Columbus sucked.
Before I complain some more, I have to insert a defense of Columbus here. I've really loved Columbus as a city on previous visits. It's just that the OTET takes the quickest route and unfortunately passes over the more scenic and interesting parts of town, favoring lots of like urban sprawl next to a highway kind of cycling.
I gotta be super honest with you guys. Morale is low. It's low. We're at like 75 miles, so we have 30 more to go. Oh, I'm tired. But the beautiful thing about a bikepacking trip is you have no choice. So I can't just turn around. I have to go. So I might as well just go and stop complaining. But I'm tired. Everything hurts. I won't list it for you. I mean, I might. Everything hurts though. You can use your imagination. Look at the positives. This is a really beautiful trail. I'm really, really happy to be like away from a highway. So let's go. Buddy? Not very shy. Alright, see you later, buddy. That's crazy. Part of me kind of had a fantasy that he was going to follow me, accompany me the rest of the way, add falconry to the list of my weird hobbies.
Don't let go. There ain't no let's let go. Take me home. I'm holding on. There ain't no love like our love. There ain't no love like our love.
There it is, 100 freaking miles. Excuse my crazy face. I did 100 miles. Baby's first ever century. Holy. Guys, we're here. Immediate first order of business is to go say hi to the resident horse. Hi. Are you friendly? I don't want to blind you. Sorry, buddy. Hi. Tent is set up. I took like a solid 20 minutes to stare into space and contemplate my life and all the mistakes that have led me here. I met the very nice woman who runs this place. She was very sweet. I think she was a little bit worried about me. Like she said she was a nurse and that, you know, to let her know if I wasn't feeling well or anything and she can help me, and that was really, really sweet.
I think she was just worried about me being alone. So I'm staying at the Mount Liberty Berry Barn. It's kind of a multi-purpose like event space. They host campers out kind of in the yard here, and it's lovely. I'm actually really excited to see it in the morning in the daylight. Dinner time. This is what's on the menu tonight. Super fancy. Bon appetit. That'll be the night for me. I will see you guys in the morning. Good night.
Haven't seen you since I don't know when. Guess it's where the wind has blown.
All right, let's tear down camp. Just want to check out the barn and the area a little more in the daylight. There, my friends.
Crazy how the time has flown. I always figured.
Hi. Are you less scared now that it's the daylight? What's up? Yeah, you're still kind of nervous. So I don't know you. Oh, you're so cute.
Everybody on their own. Come on over. Let's talk about all the good things.
When I first saw that and realized it was an observation tower, you can actually go up, I was like, man, I don't know if my legs can do that, but you gotta do it. So we're gonna do it.
Crazy how the time has flown.
So this is the Raston Observation Tower, an 140 feet steel spiral staircase that encircles a 280 feet tall industrial smokestack built in 1951 by PPG Industries. Let me tell y'all, I didn't realize just how sore I was until I climbed up and down these 224 steps. Breakfast of champions. You're bikepacking, you have to get water at every opportunity because you never know when you're gonna find the next water source. It is already so beautiful out. It's time for a costume change. I got so freaking lucky this trip. I don't know if I've already said that enough. But like November, well, it's late October and this part of the country can be 70 and it can be 40 and I got 70. So I am so happy. I'm getting a little vitamin D before the real winter sets in. Even when it feels like a little too hot, it's still like, don't complain, girl. You're about to have 5 months of cold, sad darkness in Pittsburgh. We are on the Holmes County Trail and I'm already dodging road apples, which is a term I just learned, but it's of course a horse poop. This is the part of the trail I was most excited about just because it's so different to be, you know, in Amish country and seeing the horse and buggies. I always love that. In the 90s, a group of locals set out to convert this abandoned rail line into a multi-use trail. The most expensive and difficult part of the plan was covering this 370-foot railroad bridge across the Mohican River Valley. Skeptics of the plan said that its supporters were, quote, dreaming, which led backers to adopt the name Bridge of Dreams. It's now the third longest covered bridge in the country.
Nothing better than just coasting downhill. So much. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Thank you. I just got done with like the scariest 7 miles of this entire trail in terms of like road biking. I think it's really like the only section that like you could consider dangerous. So I biked real fast and real hard. So that was tough. So I got myself a little treat to celebrate. So by the grace of God, we are back on the trail. That last portion it's like 7 point something miles on a county road, essentially, where the speed limit's 55. So you all know how it is. Speed limit's 55, people are going 75, 80. And my thing about road biking and why I'm so afraid of it and try to avoid it, and it's frustrating because it limits me on like what kind of bikepacking trips I can do in the future. It's not that there are cars on the road that makes it feel dangerous. It's that there could be that one car on the road that shouldn't be there. Like a drunk driver, someone texting, someone speeding. And always, the vast majority of people will be safe and respectful. But again, my thing with it is it only takes one. But now I've only got like 5 more miles to Millersburg, and I'm staying in a hotel tonight, which is so exciting. I get a bed, I get a shower. It's gonna be a great reset before the next 2 days. So let's finish this up. There's something really weird about checking into a hotel with like a disgustingly dusty and dirty bike. I'm disgusting and dirty. All of my bags are disgusting and dirty. And this is like the most adorable little like Victorian hotel. They had to lay down drop cloths for me to put my bike on because the floors had just been steamed. I felt kind of bad, but also they're used to dealing with cyclists here. I felt a little guilty. I'm like, oh no, I know I'm gross. I'm sorry for, soiling your freshly steamed carpets. But oh my God, I'm so happy to be done and in a hotel. And I'm gonna shower and chill the heck out. It's been a long couple of days. We're having fun though. I'm gonna come out of the shower a whole different human being. I might not look all that different, but I feel so clean.
we are back at the trail and we are ready to go. It's about 8 a.m. This is pretty much sunrise now that it's actually Halloween today. So happy Halloween. So sunrise is at like 8 a.m. So it's pretty much as early as I could get going. We have 60 miles today to a campsite. And yeah, it is a beautiful morning, like so beautiful.
You are my best friend, chill as the weekend. My all the time, partner in crime, always my last kiss. Tastes like red licorice. We just love the birds and bees. Oh, looky, lucky me, singing.
What goes up must come down. Ooh, this is steep. I hope my brakes work.
And I did it every day till you wanted me to stay. And this song is folky and a little hokey. But here's a simple truth: in 100 years I still love you, still singing.
Never in my whole life have I been happier to be back on a freaking trail. Oh my god. So that was like 20 miles through, it's like a roving band of chickens up there. It was like 20 miles through like the Amish countryside, just like endless rolling hills. And it was beautiful. It was so fun. It was genuinely like such fun riding, but those hills were killer. I gotta rest my legs. Fuck. 42 miles left to go today. Morale is medium. I'm kind of sick of biking. Who made me do this? Hopefully it does not rain on me, because as you can see, it's not looking great. That would be tough considering my current mental state is not as high as it was earlier in the trip or earlier in the day. Part of the fun of these trips is the mental challenge. It's a physical challenge, it's also a mental challenge. When I add to my list of complaints though, it's windy. It's really windy. It's sprinkled a little bit. I'm trying to decide if I should put my rain cover on my panniers. I don't know if it's necessary. I say that I'm gonna totally jinx myself. But I'm like, it's not supposed to like thunderstorm. If anything, it's just gonna sprinkle. So, I don't know. Can y'all watch my bike for me? Thanks. and then 35 miles till it's over. That doesn't look great.
Come to see my home. It's so easy to leave.
Last 1 mile till camp.
Go out on my own, just so I can believe. Almost over.
Tent.
I can't help but see. Who I'm supposed to be.
It's insanely windy, and there's someone else here camping tonight, so I'm just in the tent making a quick dinner, which is going to be breakfast for dinner because that's all I have left. I made it way too watery, so it's kind of gross, like egg soup, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. Did y'all hear that wind?
Who I'm supposed to be. Who I'm supposed to be.
Good morning. It's about 8 a.m., give or take, and it's the last day. I barely slept last night, but we only have 37 miles left to go. I need coffee. That's step one. There's a coffee shop that's supposed to be like a 6-minute ride from here, so that's where we're going. It was a weird night. So a man showed up right at like sunset, and he's already left like before sunrise. Obviously nothing bad happened. Like, he was really just there to camp. I tried to make a little small talk, like asked if he was hiking the trail. And he said, no, I just live 15 minutes from here. And said something about it being the last warm night of the year. And those campsites are supposed to be just for if you're traveling the trail, not like you're not supposed to drive in. And a ranger did come by, and I guess probably because he saw someone's car. And I think he only saw me, and so he just said like, oh, I see you're here by bicycle. I was just checking, and then he left, and he didn't really, I don't think he saw the other guy's camp. And I didn't want to say anything, like I didn't want to be a snitch. But I don't know, in hindsight, it's like, well, should I have, and like, was I in any sort of danger? Like, should I have just left? I don't know, so it was a really weird situation. So I didn't sleep much at all. So anyway, it's time for coffee.
Ticking another national park off my list was something I had been looking forward to about this ride, and definitely helped me get through this mentally tough last day. Not to go on a tangent, but I have a bone to pick with people who make lists like, these are the top 5 worst national parks. They always include Cuyahoga. Sure, you won't find massive mountains or sweeping vistas here, but you're missing the point. This area was designated as a national park to protect the Cuyahoga Valley from urban sprawl, and it's unique because it sits between 2 major metropolitan areas. It's an oasis of simple beauty and thriving local wildlife amongst the chaos of it all. And I'm already making a mental note to come back when I can take my time with it. And yeah, the transition out of Cuyahoga into suburban and then urban Cleveland happened very abruptly. But never in my whole life did I think I'd be so happy to see Cleveland, Ohio. And that's it. We freaking did it. Thank you guys so much for coming along on this journey with me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you.
See you next time.